Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who do not know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today I'm going to be playing with this palette. Now, as you guys have noticed, I have kind of talked about the fact that I'm going to be using a Kat Von D palette on my channel. I had to laugh at some of the comments because one person said, you could call it the palette that shall not be named or something like that, and it made me think of Harry Potter, which I think is hilarious. So thank you guys so much for understanding that I just want to use what I have in my collection, and that's what we're going to do today. This is also going to be a palette that I'm going to be trying to pan because I figure if I don't want to take it out of my collection, then I should try to use it up and get it out of my collection that way. So this is the Kat Von D Divine palette, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to start off with the shade Waters right here. I'm going to be taking this on the Crayon Blending Crease Brush, and we're just going to pack this on. I do have my Milk Jumbo pencil, my NYX Milk Jumbo pencil on as my base. And there are a couple things that I just kind of want to chat about today as I'm doing this look. I want to... Yeah, this is like the Mimi blue, by the way. I want to talk about PR and just kind of some of the interesting on my end of what's going on. I don't know if you guys are really going to find this interesting, but I've had a few brands reach out to me recently to wanting to send me stuff. It's only been like a couple, nothing major, nothing huge, much smaller brands, things like that. Amazon brands. I get a lot of Amazon brands. And I always, when they send me the email, I read the email, I look at what their brand, like what their company name is, and then I go kind of look and see the reviews. I'm always wary when there are no reviews. Like they've just kind of like moved their product is kind of what it seems like from one spot to another, because you can find similar listings and they have just like tanked reviews versus this one is like pristine and new. So that's something I've noticed. I've also noticed that when they send me something and if I go and look and I'm like, you know, this would be something I would like to try for my channel. And the moment that I say, I would like to try this, but I would like to be honest with my subscribers, they either ghost me or try and convince me to give them a good review so that they'll send me the product. And I am not worried about getting a ton of free product. Like that is really not my goal with my channel. It's not to have all of this free product and just like this gigantic collection that is unattainable. I already feel like I have a gigantic collection, so I'm not really looking to add like a ton of stuff. I'm going to go into the shade Baltimore next, and I'm going to be taking this on the Luxie Tapered Blending Brush. Sorry, it looks like this. I just think it's interesting that a lot of brands seem to think that because I'm a smaller influencer and because it's going to give me exposure and content that I should just do it their way. But that's not what my channel is. That's never what my channel's been about. And like, yes, would I enjoy getting free product every now and then to have things to review for you guys that maybe I would have never picked up prior? Of course. But I don't want it to come at the cost of my integrity. And that's kind of something that I wish more brands would understand. And us being honest should be a way to help the brand make changes. Like maybe we don't like a certain amount of whatever it is, but I have a hard time with that. Going back into the shade that has Waters on it, I'm just going to start blending all of this together. I have a hard time when I see other influencers who just kind of took them on at face value, or maybe they didn't say they were going to be honest and they were honest in the end. I don't know how that worked, but it's just kind of like, do you really like that product? Like I start to get kind of like, do you really like that product, or were you just saying that so you can get the free product? But I was having a conversation with a few people on Twitter who are also smaller influencers and things, and they were talking about some interesting things that I haven't experienced with brands, but one person was saying that they were offered a product but weren't really going to be sent the product, and that the brand just wanted them to post the picture saying that they got it and to post a fake review. And I'm just like, what in the world? Just so that they would get the exposure. And I'm like, it's interesting what some brands are willing to do and how shady some brands are willing to be. And it's kind of a side of YouTube, and even for some like Instagram influencers and things like that, that I'm not sure everyone's aware of. And it's really sad. It's really, really sad, because that's, a lot of us don't want to lie to our subscribers. I can honestly say that. Like, most of my personal YouTube friends are very, very honest and people that I trust 100%. But I would never want to make you guys feel like you couldn't trust me, especially if like I'm getting free product and I'm just saying, hey, you know, this is great because I wanted the free product. Like, that's not right. I'm going to go into the shade Hard Magic, and I'm going to place this on the outer corner of my eye. We're going to pack it on first before I blend it out. I want you guys to kind of know that I'm not opposed to getting PR. I'm not opposed to having PR, but I am opposed when a brand just wants me to compromise the integrity of my channel and my personal integrity. That drives me crazy. I think a lot more of myself, and I think so much of you guys, that I wouldn't want to lead you astray. And that's the other thing. On another note, let's talk about sponsored content. As some of you guys know, I have one sponsored video on this channel, one. And it's actually with a brand that I really personally like. Like, I'm obsessed with their eye cream. And as soon as I'm able to pick more up, I'm going to purchase it, because that's how much I love that eye cream. And I also want the neck cream. Like, that actually, I like the way that made my skin on my neck feel. But that, I digress. I will say this. Sponsored videos are a ton of work, because not only are you going in it with having to kind of negotiate with a brand, but you're also having to go in with it going what they're wanting and what you're willing to do for them. It's a lot of negotiation. It's a lot of trying to figure out what's going to work for you, how they want it. Do they want it in a designated review? Are they okay with you doing like bulk reviews with other products and things? And some brands want you to do designated videos. I can honestly say that I don't want to do another sponsored video for a while. Like, I've thought about if I really want to or not, and they're a lot of work. And I get some of my YouTube friends who are like, I never want to do a sponsored video. Trust me, I understand you. But I also understand the people who want to. I just think that more people need to know that there's a lot of work that go into certain sponsored videos. There's a lot of product, like, knowledge that you have to have when you're doing a sponsored video, and just kind of your own personal research and your own kind of navigating, talking with a brand and all of that. Like, there was a whole lot of new in that space of stuff that I kind of learned when I did that sponsored video, that I'm just like, this is so much work. Like, it was so much work. But it was something that I was glad that I got to experience, because it kind of made me realize why I'm so picky. Because why would I want to do all of this work for a brand that I don't believe in, for a brand that I'm only going to use once, when if it's a brand I really like and they're willing to pay me to do it, that's a bonus in my opinion. But still, even with that, I want to be able to be honest and give my honest opinion on things. And that's why I'm a picky person when it comes to that stuff. And I guess that's really what this comes down to, and really what I want to let you guys know, is that I'm not here to lead you guys astray or to lie. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up the edges of my eye. Oh, that's pretty even this time. Now I'm going to go into the shade Filthy, and I'm just going to take this on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to put it closer to where I put the black on my eye. And I'm going to spray this. Just because, if I remember correctly, these shimmer shades have a lot of fallout. But I'm just kind of letting you guys know all of this, just so you see where I stand in that. Just know I'm not opposed to getting PR, but I'm going to be a very kind of picky person about the PR that I do receive, because I want to be honest with you guys, and I don't want to lose that. That's actually something that the more subscribers I get, that I'm really kind of thinking about and considering, and really going, what type of channel do I want to be? What type of channel do I want my subscribers to know me as? Because I think it's important that I have a certain reputation with reviews or with products that I'm showcasing on my channel and things like that. I mean, I don't want to lead you guys astray, but there's also going to be times that I just like products that maybe some of you guys don't. There are things that work better for certain people, and that's just kind of the nature of the beast. So the next shade I'm going to go into is Pink Flamingos, the green shade here, and I'm taking this on another kind of flat angled brush, and I'm going to put that next to Filthy. I've been liking using multiple shimmers on my eye lately. I also with PR don't want to take a bunch of stuff into my collection that I'm not interested in. Like with me going on a low buy and all of that, it's really about refining my collection. And I know some people are like, oh, you don't even have that much makeup. To me, I have a lot of makeup. And it might not be a lot to the next person, but to some of you, I know it is a lot compared to what, you know, I have compared to what other YouTubers have. But can I just say, if you're somebody who doesn't have a ton of makeup, that's okay. There's some of us that don't want all the makeup that we have, or are trying to kind of lessen that. And I've kind of found that I put a lot of value into myself by what I own, and kind of going through and doing my makeup inventory, which I'll have linked up in the cards somewhere, kind of made me realize that I, for one, don't need all of that makeup. I've just kind of learned a lot about myself through this journey already, and I purchase a lot of makeup because I think I have to, and I don't. I am looking to really kind of find those things that bring me joy and make me happy. That's also why I'm doing this 31 days of eyeshadow palettes, because I'm trying to narrow my collection down by items that I love. That's also why I'm doing the Declutter series for my channel, because I want those items that make me happy. I want those items that I know I'm proud to use on camera. I want those items that I'm happy with in general. So that's kind of why I'm doing all of that. And that's kind of why I'm picky with PR and things like that, because I don't want to just have a bunch of crap in my collection, or a bunch of things that I have to get rid of because I only use them once and I'm never going to use them again. It's not fair to me. That's not fair to you guys. It's just, it's not what I want it to be. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and do my winged liner and my mascara off of camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back, and I used my Pretty Vulgar, the ink gel eyeliner here in Blacklist, as well as the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. And we're going to go ahead and do the lower lash line, the inner corner highlight, put lipstick on, do all of the fun stuff now. Okay, I'm going to go into this eyeliner pencil. This is from Vintage Cosmetics by Jessica Libeskind kind. I don't know. It's a smoky eye pencil. And we're going to put this in my lower waterline. Okay, so now that that is in my lower waterline, what I'm going to do is go into the shade Hard Magic, and I'm going to take this on kind of an angled liner brush just to kind of get it as close to my lash line as possible. Then what I'm going to do is take the shade Pink Flamingos, and I'm going to kind of put that in the same place and kind of smoke it out with it. Okay, as for my inner corner, I'm going to take the shade Hairspray. I'm going to pop that in the inner corner, and this is, I'm just taking this on an e.l.f. crease brush because it's small and I can get it right in my inner corner. Next, I'm going to take this kind of flat brush, and I'm going to use the same shade Hairspray, that's silver. And I'm just going to pop this right along the tail end of my brow bone. Kind of like where the arch kind of starts in my brow. Down all the way to the tail. Okay, so now that that is done, what I'm going to do next is take this Bite Beauty. I'm going to take this Bite Beauty matte lip crayon, and this is in Glace, and I'm going to use this. This is what part of their birthday gift. Well, here's the final look. You guys will have to let me know what you think of it down below. Also, I hope that you guys kind of understand what I was talking about when I was talking about PR and sponsorships and just kind of my thoughts on those two things. I hope it did make sense. If you have any questions or would like any clarification, leave those in the comments down below. I do hope that you understand why I'm going to be using some of my Kat Von D items on my channel. No, I'm not purchasing more from her brand. I am just really trying to kind of use up what I have and really trying to find those products that I absolutely love. Well, thank you guys again for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!